Ryse, Son of Rome, it's true to the word that you shouldn't judge a game by its first introduction. While it disappointed everyone when they saw it at E3 due to a series of quick-time events and not a whole lot of gameplay, the actual game, Ryse, Son of Rome, is quite a lot of fun. Developed by Crytek, famous for the Crysis series, Ryse, Son of Rome is the best-looking next-generation launch title on either the Xbox One or PlayStation 4. It's powered by their in-house engine called CryEngine 3. Of Marius Titus, who joins the Roman legion to avenge the murder of his family. The game's told through a series of flashbacks from Marius' perspective, and we get to see his rise to power as a commander in the Roman army. I thought combat was quite simple. There's actually a lot of depth here to provide. Combat's broken down into a shield attack and a sword attack, which is your X and Y buttons, and both these can be quick or heavy attacks. You combine that with the ability to block and counter, and a lot of enemies being thrown at you at once. And you've got a pretty deep combat system here. Culminates into executions, which are the quick time events which we've seen before. There's 4 categories of them to choose from, and they will govern what bonuses you get from a successful execution. You can focus in health, your focus, your strength, or even additional bonus experience. This experience then can be applied to unlock new executions and different abilities, including upgrading your health and upgrading your focus and some other stuff along the way. Which you'll need to use against the different enemy types. The game does a pretty good job of mixing things up and keeping you on your toes as to just exactly what kind of attack is coming next. And the combo system and the executions are all pretty fun. There is a downside, and that's trying to show off the Kinect's features. There are specific areas in the game that they'll ask you to use voice commands to say, hey, have your archers cover you in the middle of combat. What's odd about this is you have to press a button to initiate it. So why not just have the button have your archers cover you or your soldiers open a door? It was a fun romp through a good variety of environments and some really impressive set pieces. The game does break things up by putting you in charge of troops at times or on top of a catapult and shooting enemies directly and things like that. So by the time you reach the big climactic battle, spoilers, it's a pretty solid run. You'll want to jump into the gladiatorial combat of the Colosseum. This is the 2-player online co-op mode, and it utilizes the same combat system as the game's single player with a few minor differences. You don't have 4 special abilities at your disposal. Instead, you get to choose 1 before each match. We recommend, if you're going to play in co-op, that one player at least chooses to be the healing god. While most of it is just 2 players fighting in the same arena, there are some co-op executions you can pull off for bonus experience. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to be changing up objectives from wave to wave, and you're going to want to keep the crowd entertained. Keeping the crowd entertained is the way you earn extra experience and extra gold. The gold then, once the match is complete, can be used to buy upgrade packs for your character. This is helmets and armor and weapons, as well as consumables like healing items. Of course, this also means there's a free-to-play microtransaction mechanic going on here, and you can actually pay real money for these booster packs. Whether you want to do that or not, that's entirely up to you. Ryse, Son of Rome is an impressive launch title for the Xbox One. The campaign is fun, it's engaging, and, it's just the right length. While the co-op mode isn't the deepest, it does have a lot of replayability, especially if you're a collector and you want to level your character up to 100. It's only 2 players online, but it's a nice distraction, and it might keep you coming back for more. And if you're bored with that, you can always break some pots.